God.
Crazy.
First impressions are sensory overload. There is literally 1 million signs all in the distance. There's sounds everywhere, lots of people everywhere. And yeah, I think this is one of the first places as we've walked out, we've had a little bit of a culture shock where it's not like any.
영국에서 온 두 여행자입니다. 아시아를 수년째 돌아다니며 웬만한 풍경에는 더 이상 놀라지 않게 된 사람들이었습니다. 그런 두 사람이 서울 거리에 발을 딛자마자 문화충격이라는 단어를 꺼냈고 우리는 그 이유를 첫날 아침으로 되감아 확인해 보려 합니다.
Some people call Seoul one of the best cities in the world. So naturally, we had to find out for ourselves.
Very beautiful and fun. It's one of my favourite places so far.
This is the start of our biggest trip of the year. 10 days travelling across South Korea, visiting 5 different destinations. A city that rose from the devastations of war to become one of the world's leading cultural and economic powerhouses. Seoul has exploded in popularity thanks to everything from K-pop and K-drama.
명동의 소음을 뒤로하고 두 사람은 서울의 지하로 내려갑니다. 카드 한 장으로 도시 전체가 열리는 방식을 익히고 몇 정거장 만에 600년 전에 서울 한복판에 내려섭니다. 그리고 그곳에서 영국인이 평생 기준으로 삼아온 근위병 교대식이 흔들리기 시작합니다.
Time to navigate the subway for the first time, so let's see how this goes. I heard it's meant to be very easy and straightforward, but we've got our T money card ready to tap in, tap out. You can get these from any convenience store, top them up, and it's essentially like our Oyster card back in the UK.
Okay, so we are going to watch the changing of the guards in South Korea, which is super exciting because I love watching this in England. It's like a memory. So that was actually sick. So instead of the UK where the changing of the guards is like actual army regiments that are there to obviously like protect Buckingham Palace, this is like a historical reenactment. So they're all wearing very colourful clothes. I think they said 15th century clothes. They've got the old school drums. And yeah, it reminds me of something like out of Mulan or like a kung fu movie or a samurai movie. It's actually sick. Love.
We are officially in the grounds of the palace now, and if you can see behind me, everyone's in these traditional Korean clothing, which is so beautiful. I definitely want to do that on this trip. But the funniest part is there's loads of men also in the dresses too. So there is actually a male version of the dress, which is obviously like, I think it's like trousers or something. For some reason, everyone's wearing the dress version today, which I love it, you know, of course, like equality. But yeah, it really adds to the style of like the palace and stuff. And I've heard that if you dress up in traditional clothing, you get free entry into the like palaces and temples. We are just heading into a traditional Hanok village.
It looks like everybody else in Seoul is as well.
Yeah, they said due to over tourism, there's like certain rules, so you can only come and visit between 10 and 5.
Keep
You
your voice
can't.
down.
Yeah, look, there's a good little sign. Says essentially you have to speak quietly, no microphones, and just be like respectful of the fact that people actually live here. But my God, could you imagine walking out of your house and all of these people just been walking down your main street? You'd be infuriated.
Two English idiots with a camera phone.
Exactly. First impressions are very, very beautiful, all very uniformed. But what would be quite funny is if you were rocking in drunk late one night, how would you know which house is yours? You'd have to just count them or something, wouldn't you?
The craziest thing of all is that even with the crowds, people still had parcels left on their doorsteps, which just shows how safe it feels here. Even when parcels are dropped behind locked doors in the UK, they still get stolen.
Wow, it's just so beautiful, isn't it? And everywhere has its own like theme or like something to look at, and it's all decorated like beautifully.
Very Instagrammable.
Yeah, it's very like date night. I can imagine like, I don't know, it's just very beautiful and fun. It's one of my favourite places so far.
It
Wow.
smells like a
What is it?
spa. Yeah, it's like a spa smell. Like
Yeah.
it smells very minty. So we are about to try the famous salt bread that we've heard so much about in Korea. I've absolutely no clue what it is, what it tastes like, but everybody said I've got to try it. So let's give it a whirl. The only thing is, you've got to buy 4, so you can't buy 1. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Look, so
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. That was great.
Over there.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I've been sipping romance.
The first impression is it kind of feels a bit like a croissant when you like rip it open. So it's got a flaky bottom, soft middle, and I'm just gonna eat all of it basically. You know what it tastes like? Literally tastes like a croissant with a load of salt on it. It's like you almost want to get hit with the sweetness, but you get a really salty.
Imagine like the garlic brioche without the garlic.
Yeah. It's all right. I mean, I need a glass of water.
They don't have more water though.
Yeah. So we've walked past this place about 4 or 5 times, and the ice cream just looks delicious.
Got a bit of a food crawl.
Yeah, we've gone on a food crawl. Ice cream's needed. Went on holiday. Very much. Oh wow!
How do you say thank you
Look
again?
at that.
Gamsa hamnida.
Gamas hamio.
That's
right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Slow pronunciation.
Is it really good for
Gamos hamada. Thank you. Right, let's give this a whirl.
Looks very pretty, doesn't it?
I'm banging, isn't it?
I've had it yet.
It's good.
Is the flour edible?
Yeah, surely.
No.
Is it not?
Yeah, I think it is, but I don't want to eat it. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think I just ate a daffodil or dandelion.
이틀째 아침, 두 사람이 향한 곳은 세계에서 가장 무장이 촘촘한 국경이었습니다. 어제까지의 서울과 같은 나라라고 믿기 어려운 하루가 여기서 시작됩니다.
The next day, it was time to explore a different side of Korea's history as we headed out on a day tour to the DMZ, the demilitarized zone between North and South Korea. Genuinely a must-do if you're visiting Seoul, and a day that would reveal some pretty shocking truths.
Very strange that there's a theme park here. Like you can hear, you can hear it in the background. Kids having a good time, like screaming. There's like a pirate boat, teacups, a bloody roller coaster. I thought it would be more of a somber affair, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we're starting.
Yeah.
So our first stop is a park that's been created for the remembrance of families that have been separated from the war. So you've got to remember that some people are still in North Korea and some are in South Korea. And the craziest part is, even in this day and age, there is no internet, there is no phone service to be able to call North Korea, there's no lettering service. So if your family was left in North Korea and you're in South Korea, there was absolutely no way of communicating now. So it's a way for people to come and remember family members that they no longer can speak to. There's lots of like memorials around and stuff like that. And there's also like a fence where people can write messages as well to their families that obviously they can't speak to. But my God, could you imagine like the war never ended, it's just been paused. That's what our guide was saying, because there's never actually been like a peace treaty. So it's more actually like they've just chosen to not continue fighting. But yeah, could you imagine being separated from your family because of that? And it's been like, I think it's 70 years. Yeah, super sad. This is the name of, as we're walking down this bridge, this is just walking to North Korea now. So I don't want to walk over here, but essentially, if we could get through this barrier and obviously across.
We then entered the restricted military area near the DMZ itself. Before crossing into the zone, our guide gave us a long list of rules, the biggest one being absolutely no filming of any military personnel. Not long after, the bus was stopped and a group of South Korean soldiers came on board to check everyone's passports. What really surprised me was how young some of them looked. It's one of those moments that suddenly reminds you that this isn't just a tourist attraction. You're visiting one of the most heavily fortified borders in the world. Our next stop was one of the invasion tunnels built by North Korea after the Korean War ceasefire. The plan was to secretly tunnel underneath the border and create a route that could potentially be used to move large numbers of troops towards Seoul without being detected. Thankfully, the tunnels were discovered before they could ever be used, and today visitors can actually descend into part of the tunnel systems themselves. Unfortunately, filming wasn't allowed down there, but honestly, it's probably one of the most memorable parts of the tour. You spend around 15 minutes bent over, walking through a cold, damp tunnel deep underground. The ceiling is low, water drips from the rocks around you, and it's hard not to think about the history behind the place as you're making your way through it. It felt completely surreal. After climbing back to the surface, it was finally time for the moment we've been waiting for, our first real glimpse into North Korea. Again, cameras weren't allowed, but luckily our guide shared some photos with us afterwards. Through the binoculars, we could make out buildings, farmland, and even a couple of North Korean soldiers casually standing around having a cigarette. It's a strange feeling looking across at a country you've heard so much about, but know so little about. On one hand, it's fascinating seeing into one of the most secretive nations in the world, but at the same time, it's impossible not to think about the difficult history between North and South Korea and the reality of life for many people living just a few kilometres away on the other side of the border. Standing there, looking into North Korea with your own eyes, it's definitely one of those travel experiences that stays with you.
Okay, we've come for dinner at one of the most popular and famous and bustling street food markets here in Seoul called Gwangjang Market. Excited, let's see what we can go and grab. mung bean pancake. I read online they're meant to be gluten-free. Essentially, I think this one's been on the Netflix Street Food Asia. That's giving it away, but they look amazing. Frying in a lot of oil. Looks like a massive hash brown, so I can't wait. Always hot. Nice and healthy, I imagine. Got some spring onions in there. No, what they call bean sprouts. Yeah. Taste how it looks. Like a greasy, crispy kind of pancake. I'd like a bit of like salty, spicy sauce with it.
Next up was probably the most famous stall in the market, the knife-cut noodle lady, featured on Street Food Asia. She's known for making everything completely from scratch right in front of you, with incredible speed and precision as she cuts the noodles directly into boiling broth.
Yeah. That's actually banging. I assume it's the translation of dumplings, but some pork dumplings have rocked up. I used to not really like the squishy consistency. Ever since we've done the food tour in Bangkok and I had dumplings there, I actually really rate them. I can't even eat these. It smells very fishy, this one. Yeah, I don't know if gonna like that one. Can't even eat these, man. Can't even get them with my chopstick. That literally tastes like I've just fell off my surfboard and inhaled a load of the sea. It's very salty and reminds me of drinking seawater. That's personally not my favourite.
Okay, I've been wanting to try one of these for ages. They're all over TikTok, aren't they? Fruit, sugar. Might just look good, but let's give it a go. A grape. Oh. Wow. That is.
Is it like a toffee apple?
Yeah, it's like a toffee apple. It's so sweet. I like it. For part of me thinks if you chewed the sugar the wrong way and it like went pointy, it would actually impale into your mouth. Do you know what I mean?
This is a rice flour twisted donut and they've rolled it in cinnamon. The way to describe it would be a donut with cinnamon on it. And that's literally it. Very good. And it was only 1,000, which is 50p. It's absolute far.
Wow, we are honestly obsessed. We've done so much in a short space of time, and this really feels like just the tip of the iceberg. If you're into history, Seoul has it in abundance. If you love cute cafes and unique themed spots, there are endless ones everywhere. And don't even get us started on the food. The atmosphere here is just buzzing. It really rubs off on you as you explore. And even though we didn't capture loads of interactions with locals on camera, everyone we've met has been so friendly, helpful and fun. We definitely already want to come back and explore the places we didn't manage to fit in this time.
이틀. 두 사람에게 주어진 시간은 고작 이틀이었습니다. 그 이틀 동안 이들은 1395년에 세워진 궁궐 앞에서 감탄했고 아직 끝나지 않은 전쟁의 경계선 앞에서 말을 잃었고 늦은 밤 시장 한복판에서 다시 웃었습니다. 전쟁의 폐허에서 일어선 나라. 이건 우리가 붙인 수식어가 아닙니다. 이 영상의 맨 앞에서 그들 스스로 꺼낸 문장이었습니다. 그리고 그 폐허 위에 지금은 사람들로 가득 찬 골목에서도 문 앞에 택배가 그대로 놓여 있습니다. 잠긴 문 뒤에 둔 택배마저 사라진다는 나라에서 온 사람들이 그 장면 하나 앞에서 걸음을 멈췄습니다. 수년째 아시아를 돌아다니며 웬만한 곳에는 더 이상 놀라지 않게 된 여행자들이었습니다. 그런 두 사람이 이틀 만에 내린 결론은 의외로 단순했습니다. 아직 못 가본 곳이 남아있으니 다시 오겠다는 것. 서울에서의 이틀은 그들에게 여행의 마침표가 아니라 목록의 시작이었습니다.